My name is Joyce Richardson. At Christian Assistance Ministries, I am a volunteer. I sometimes work the food pantry and sometimes I work the clothing pantry. We assist the visitors to our facility in selection of the clothing. We process the order and we bag it up and we try to give them a smile and a great start to their day. From personal experience, I can say that life doesn't always go the way you plan. You know, your best efforts are not always going to pay off. And there's a sense of disappointment that goes with that. When your back's against the wall, you need somebody to raise you up. You need somebody to give you positive feedback about what's going on in your life and give you some encouragement, telling you it's not going to always be that way. It's going to get better. Well, there was a day that I was working the clothing pantry, helping the clients make their selections, as I usually do. And there was a young woman who came to me, and she didn't seem particularly distraught about anything. She just went ahead about her business, making her clothing selections. And when she brought her clothes up, we joked around and laughed a little bit, and she seemed very, pleased to have received services. And she asked me for a hug when she left. Well, a few weeks later, I happened to run into her at a convenience store, and she shared with me the fact that she had come to the facility to get nice clothing because she had planned on committing suicide, and she did not want to be dirty. She didn't want to be dirty when the police found her. That just tore me up. I just couldn't believe that she said something like that. And to me, and she said, the reason that I didn't, she said, I thought I could go on and I thought I could make it better for myself because everybody there was so nice to me. And she said, nobody was mean to me. She said, from the time I walked in the door to the time I left, everybody just was saying nice things like, God bless you. And it just lifted me up, and I was very, very pleased with the way Cam performed that day. I'm just so glad to be part of it. I was flabbergasted. I'm like, my normal corny stuff, I'm like, girl, shut up. I'm so glad we were able to help you. I said, give me a hug. And I played it up, I didn't make a heavy moment out of it because I didn't want it to be heavy for her. But I was terrified, and I was so glad that it turned out well. I really was. When the community at large donates clothing, household items or anything like that, don't think that you're just getting it out of your house. Maybe for you, but it's a new start for somebody else. It makes so much difference that when people come here and they see things that they need, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe y'all had this. I mean, we just about anything you could ask for, we probably have it. And it makes a difference to that person, whether it does to you or not. So just don't ever stop giving. Whatever you have, we'll take it and we'll make good use of it. For me, it's a wonderful experience, not just so much as that I get to help the community, but by being around these wonderful people here, the fellow volunteers, I take something away from everybody that I work with. I feel loved and accepted, and I'm selfishly taking that for myself. I would encourage anybody who is not in a good place in their life right now, just to reach out to the community through CAM or any other volunteer organization, and it brings something to your life to make you, it makes you feel like, hey, I did something good today, and I'm not such a bad person after all.